Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to figure out if a company is cooking the books or cooking up something special. Today we're diving into a report that seems pretty straightforward, but there is always a little something extra hidden in these filings, right? Make sure you are subscribed and join our Discord community, link below for even more insights. So what we're looking at today is a current report from Grayscale Litecoin Trust, or LTC as many of you know it. This report is dated the 22nd of October 2025, and it gives us a peek behind the curtain at some internal happenings within the company that handles this trust, Grayscale Investments Sponsors LLC. Now, Grayscale Litecoin Trust itself is what is called a digital asset investment trust. Think of it as a way for people to invest in cryptocurrencies like Litecoin without actually having to buy and hold the crypto themselves. Grayscale Investment Sponsors LLC is the company that manages all of this. The report talks about what they call a corporate reorganization. This sounds complicated, but it is basically just a fancy way of saying they shuffled some things around internally to make things run a bit smoother, or perhaps to set up for future growth. The core of this reorganization happened on the 22nd of October 2025. The company that ultimately oversees Grayscale Investment Sponsors LLC, which is GSO Intermediate Holdings Corporation, did some shuffling. They transferred some of their ownership parts called common membership units for shares in a new company called Grayscale Investments Incorporated. This new Grayscale Investments Incorporated now takes over the main management role for Grayscale Investment Sponsors LLC. This is a big deal because it shifts who is in charge of directing the operations of the sponsor. It is like changing the conductor of an orchestra. Interestingly, all these entities, including the new Grayscale Investments Incorporated, are ultimately part of a larger group called Digital Currency Group Incorporated. So while it looks like a change for just Grayscale Litecoin Trust, it is happening within a bigger family of companies. The report emphasizes that this internal change is not expected to mess with how Grayscale Litecoin Trust operates on a day-to-day basis. This is good news for investors because it suggests business as usual for the trust itself, even though the management structure changed. Now, one of the things they mention is that Grayscale Litecoin Trust is considered an emerging growth company. This status basically means they can follow some rules a bit differently, especially concerning financial reporting, which can give them some breathing room as they grow. The trading symbol for the trust shares is LTCN. These are the shares that people buy and sell on the market, and their value is tied to the price of Litecoin. The report is signed off by Edward McGee, who is the Chief Financial Officer of Grayscale Investment Sponsors LLC. This is the person officially confirming that the information in this report is accurate to the best of their knowledge. So, what is the big takeaway here? This report isn't about a sudden financial win or loss. It is about an internal corporate makeover. They've restructured how the management company Grayscale Investment Sponsors Incorporated is overseen. It appears to be a strategic move to centralize control within a new entity under the Digital Currency Group umbrella. And they're assuring investors that this shouldn't rock the boat for the Grayscale Litecoin Trust. From what we can see, the company is trying to streamline its operations and potentially set itself up for future expansion by consolidating management. The key thing for investors to remember is that while the management structure has changed, the trust's investment objective of tracking Litecoin remains the same. The lack of expected material impact on the trust's operations is a sign that this is more of an administrative reshuffle than a fundamental shift in strategy. However, keeping an eye on how this new management structure impacts future decisions and the trust's performance compared to its peers will be crucial. Alright, that is our quick decoder on Grayscale Litecoin Trust's latest update. What is your take on these corporate reorganizations? Do you think this kind of internal shuffling makes companies stronger, or is it just window dressing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this breakdown helped you understand what is going on, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to jump into our Discord community, linked in the description, to continue the conversation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.